In this video of our Beyond the Backpack series, we're going to learn how to best set your teacher up for success this school year. New school years are for new beginnings. As parents, we're always filled with hope about an improved school environment and new gains. But more often than not, about a month later, we're filled with disappointment about what it looks like in terms of more of the same. A lot of the reason is that we assume the teachers will get refreshed and get it right, or that this teacher will be better than the last one and understand more about dyslexia. But what is the old saying? You make a you-know-what of you and me when you assume. If we stop coming from a place of assumption and move to a place of proactive education, we often are a lot happier overall. Tell them what they need to expect on or before day one. Don't approach this conversation or email out of fear, feeling like you're being perceived as a problematic parent before they even have had a chance to show themselves to you. Approach this conversation as one of intention of love, both to your child and their new teacher. Everyone performs better when they have all the right information, right? Here are my 3 primary tips for setting the school up for success so that we can maintain our hope in the new school year. Tip 1, as soon as you learn the teacher's names or multiple, let them know who you are and what your child needs. Start the year off super strong by immediately opening up the lines of communication with your child's teacher. Let them know that your child has dyslexia, and you would love to set up time to share information about what dyslexia is and what tips you find help set your child up for success. Don't assume that they learned a ton about dyslexia in their university time, because 99% of the time they did not. Statistics show, in fact, that they tend to know little to nothing about dyslexia or best practices. Of course, despite their lack of knowledge, 99% of the time, they have tons of care and love about all of their students and would love to know how to best help them. Tip 2, review your child's accommodations with the teacher and teachers and your child. One of the largest assumptions that we have as parents is that teachers are very familiar with every student's accommodations and are ready to implement them on day one. As a past special educator, I can tell you that this is not the case. It might be on their to-do list and they have signed some document that says they're aware of them, but there's a strong likelihood that it hasn't yet been studied. Teachers have so much on their shoulders at the start of the new school year, but there's a strong chance they need further familiarization with them. Save them some time by offering to personally review them with them. This doesn't have to be a formal meeting if you don't want it to be. This can be done in email, and it doesn't hurt. In fact, I did this twice a year. I set a calendar reminder for myself, once before school and once after the holiday break. Especially when you have a child who isn't old enough or feels self-conscious to advocate for themselves, reminders really don't hurt. And on that note, make sure that you review them with your child. If you don't know, if they don't know they don't have them, they don't speak up or even inform you when they're not being used. Tip 3, change your perspective on being a squeaky wheel. New year, new you. Time to throw out that old self-talk and replace it with something that suits you and your family better. I'm talking about that age-old idea that we're causing problems when we speak up and advocate for our child, or actually choose to call that extra IEP meeting. Who are you more concerned with your child's success or how the school perceives you as a parent? It's okay to be the squeaky wheels if teachers and administrative staff are not hearing you or doing what is best for your child. At the end of the day, who are you accountable to? Your child or the school? If it is as easy as a gentle reminder that they aren't implementing accommodations, help them remember. If they keep forgetting and showing and that zebra keeps showing its stripes, you may need to call an IEP meeting. And if you don't feel comfortable being that person, an IEP meeting or an IEP meeting isn't solving the problem, know that there's a whole profession out there called an educational advocate that you can bring in to do the fighting for you. When you work with Dyslexia on Demand, you can trust that our expertise, individualization, and therapeutic programming set us apart. Please visit us at dyslexiaondemand.com for more information and informative videos to help explain how we can best help your child. Also, please like and follow to see all of our videos as they're released.